I have a cold, and I just had to take YouTube's training on what is a terroristic threat. And by my standards, which are certainly not artificial intelligence, YouTube censored content based upon its inputs by, I suppose, acne-faced programmers of mediocrity who changed the AI to not understand. Here it is. I am comparing the United States government with a criminal and terroristic organization. And I am chastising it, YouTube. And I am doing so based upon my experience, my personal experience, that I've never met Ann Milgram of New Jersey, former Attorney General and former Drug Enforcement Administrator's director, who is highly involved with my sister and the Cosmo DiNardo serial killings of New Hope, Pennsylvania. Ann Milgram likely got her position at the top of the terror organization of the DEA because she terrorizes. Because she most certainly was in New Hope, Pennsylvania, when Cosmo DiNardo took out 4 children in his backyard, hallucinating about the Sinaloa drug cartel. And how do I know that the DEA and Ann Milgram, Attorney General, and Steve Matthews, my sister's still living boyfriend, and other DEA were there when Cosmo DiNardo had hallucinations of the Sinaloa drug cartel? How do I know that the Attorney General of New Jersey and the Drug Enforcement Agency were in New Hope, Pennsylvania? Because they were following me in California without me knowing it since 2014. And New Hope, Pennsylvania is my hometown. And I was hanging with a guy who I say is cartel, and they say you're crazy for saying it. Sinaloa drug cartel, which is exactly what Cosmo DiNardo in New Hope had visions of when he shot and killed 4 boys for weed in his backyard. My sister's text says she knows somebody who knows Chris Christie, governor of New Jersey, hopeful presidential nominee at some time. The fact that this involves attorneys general, dead politicians like John Corzine, my sister, dumb bureaucrats from across the United States. The DEA, YouTube, is a terroristic organization run by terrorists in the United States. And I can say so because they were present in my hometown of New Hope, Pennsylvania, when 4 American children were killed and buried with construction equipment in Cosmo DiNardo's backyard in New Hope, Pennsylvania. And the DEA most certainly was all over that with the Attorney General, who later became director of the DEA, because they were following me with El Azul, who I didn't even know was El Azul at that time. But they have used my allegations in Alameda County that my CPS case, the kidnapping of my son, for 2 years, YouTube, I got a content violation because I was, supporting the United States of America? Oh, I best do that on YouTube, the non-censor. When I talk about the United States and its Drug Enforcement Agency and its attorneys general and its senators and its CPS bureaucrats and its social workers as members of a terror organization that I say is contra-American. And when I tell them they are that, and I am angry, you censor me. When I speak truth to power, you censor me, YouTube. I answer to a higher authority than you. And no matter what you do, I shall not kowtow. I am the executive assistant for a very, very powerful boss. I would suggest that our commander-in-chief, even though a bit lost, answers to my boss too. So I won't have anyone define me because I was sent here by my boss. And it's not an easy job, and I don't get paid well, and I don't get vacation, but I most certainly was groomed for the position. And so whatever your abomination of a mental health diagnosis, which runs completely contrary to God's will for anyone, will not be accepted by me. I mean, some of my best friends are people you might categorize as schizophrenic, I suppose, for seeing things you can't see, for hearing things you can't hear. Most of them are dangerous, you say. No. Research proves paranoid schizophrenics are very hard to find. It's not a huge incidence of them in the population. So because somebody sees and hears things that you don't hear, the abnormal ones, the ones who say their boss at Starbucks is the ultimate power, their boss in the Senate, VP Vance, is the ultimate law authority. No, I work for the ultimate authority. It's not a job you want. But this authority is recruiting some good folks, ones that follow their heart, no matter how damaging it might be to their careers, the money in their pockets, their 401k, their ability to have idols and feast upon whatever. I'm just an executive assistant, but I am the executive assistant for somebody or something that guides me. If I were to just say, hypothetically, and totally crazy, be a leader for a new paradigm of this country, would I know how to run things like the Ukraine and Russia and Iran and China and the autocracy and being a diplomat, or health benefits and social services? Or no, I wouldn't. Do you? This is what I have that most of you don't. The ability to step in as the executive assistant in such a job as that. I don't know. Fake it till I make it, because I got the faith that all along, no matter what, that truth in my heart cannot be bought or talked out of, will guide me. I've been to your sensory, the heart, the intuition, the ethics, the morals, that which cannot be changed in me. I will have faith that it will lead me to the right answer and the right place, for it has so far. I'm just a woman who has benefited greatly from social services and is a prime example of how we can reduce social services while providing them to the people who need them when they need them. Big Beautiful Bill is just the commander-in-chief's lost way, and he is not the Antichrist. He's just a lost child that he answers. He's commander in chief. So he's a commander of something. What is he the commander of? One nation under God. The nation is under God. So I'm pretty sure the commander in chief has my boss too. But I'm just representing my boss. I'm not my boss, just Julia Fine. With a new paradigm for patent law, on being a good Republican and a woman of faith and New Hope, my hometown. Crazy. Hypothetically, could we do any worse? I want every dumb bureaucrat out of business, all business, because business doesn't hire you, watchdogs in bureaucracy. They have rejected you to hire the best and brightest. And we need you out of the business, because go find your bliss. Was it to regulate and systematically check off things that they're not doing right? Stifling business, stifling the truth of peak oil, of world war, of the lack of education, of your distraction on sex and drugs. You're insane. So I'm very happy to be insane in your insane world. I am blessed. And I have been blessed to be on social services to raise my son. And in California, you have one of the most suspect systems. Like, everybody who's applying for social services is trying to get over on you. And you treat us like that by your dumb bureaucrats who couldn't make it in corporate America because, man, they just couldn't, because they don't know what they want to do. So why not tenure in, like the dark horse of the apocalypse mayors, my sister, a mayor. I am fine, Jules. Julia Fine, as crazy as they get. Thank you very much, Alameda County to Bucks County to Hernando County. Thank you so much for your diagnosis and prognosis. I shall reject it as I answer to a higher authority than your chintzy little can be bought boss or your boss's 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 boss. I don't even care. The Eric Swalwell post of that I want pervy emails from him, and because I'm a constituent, got 1.5K views. And YouTube regularly blocks me for somehow making terroristic threats. No, YouTube, it's speaking truth to power. You wouldn't know, because the foundation of your AI was written by kids punching in and punching out and eating some popcorn in between, picking their zits and putting in the very bare bones of a mediocre, intolerant, zero tolerance society. So the strike on YouTube is about me yelling terroristic name groups and not saying that they're bad. No, what I was doing was saying the United States ain't no different, YouTube. And I am a patriot, and I am a freedom fighter, and a new paradigm for even you and your stupid AI needs to happen right quick. Because it is all kumbaya. It is this simple. Sorry, I don't speak for God. I've just been hired, and I've had 55 years on this planet to kind of hone my intuition. So let's just say what I've heard from just the reverb of the California pumpkin spice enlightenment, weird hippie movement that turned into liberal petty tyranny is this. Tell those people, those good people, that every day they need to wake up and ask themselves when they get up, what is my bliss? What sets me on fire? And without question, follow that. And then support people doing it. And then the other person supports them because that might be their bliss. And then everybody asks women if the world's just not about me, but about everything else in the world. It's so kumbaya, isn't it? So I go out and I say, what if the world is about everybody else? And it doesn't mean being nice, man. My philosophy is not about being nice to an unnice, uncivilized society. No, it's actually my orders and job description have nothing to do with making you happy whatsoever. My job description actually comes with something that says this. It's probably backwards, right? Let me read it to you. Nice, neither is kind nor impactful. Nice is good. It's good. The enemy of best. You mediocre. Yeah, you all want to be heroes, do you? You all want to change the paradigm. Drive in your Teslas, are you? All right. Oh, wait, you're going to change the whole world by chastising the commander-in-chief and his sexual proclivity. That's okay. That's good. You're right. That's going to work. Oh, wait, you're going to vote it out and vote Democrat next week. That's going to work. Oh, yeah. Now you're using your noodle Google. Your military-industrial complex and your industrial revolution is over. You've got the infrastructure, and it's an age of information. And what I'm saying is your meritocracy is in a poor mess of capitalism. And none of you have any idea how to change it, but you want to change me. Why do they want to change me, baby?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
I love you.
Do you think I'm going to change?
No.
He knows. Happy now. Who do I take my orders from?
Me?
Well, yeah, partly. Kind of a codependent mother, okay. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Where's that rod? Okay, wait, hold up. Wrong testament.
Yeah.
Timeouts are fine. But you have to know what makes your kid tick. You got to be interested, right? So God would be the answer to that, Joel.
Yes.
Do I pray and go to church like everybody else?
You pray, but go to church. Do not go to church.
Because I haven't found a good one yet on Helena Ramos. Once I find a good one, I'll join. Thanks for the completely illegal advice in every case plan you sent to me that you thought I didn't read, including your illegal diagnosis of me as a schizophrenic, though they be my best friends. They do no harm. Your mental health diagnoses are an abomination and excuse you from everything. Everything. Thank you for the social services, but I should not be on a subsidy that I cannot get out from under. And I should be supported in my bliss, as I should support you in yours. Thank you. Kiss. Now go find your bliss for a minute. Thank you.
But I don't like you, YouTube.
Right, YouTube? Because you're a censor in the free United States of America, which is one nation under God, the highest commander. And you are not the boss. And neither are your acne-prone, Tootsie Pop sucking, donut eating programmers. They're not the boss of me. Nobody is, except one. There's only one. You have a good day. 20 minutes of just total, of United States of America. How could she be president? It's for we want change, but she couldn't. She doesn't fit the qualifications at all. Sit down in the U.S. Constitution of who could be an American president.